In chart of the day, I'm going to take a look at a stock that's going to give you exposure to the wider success of the South African stock market and economy. Now that stock is called REMGRO. They're a diversified financial services holding company. They cover a lot of areas. They have 7 key ones, but a lot of areas like banking, insurance, media, sports, homeware, healthcare. You know, the list goes on. They dig a lot deeper than that. And if you have been following my series on the South African stock portfolios that I'll be running in 2022, they do make up part of that, and I'll put links at the end of this video for you to follow if you want to learn more about that. But I'm going to show you also, you know, how to buy this stock from wherever you are in the world. And if you are by chance bearish, so you think the stock price is going to go down, I'm going to show you how to short the stock and, you know, negate costly borrowing requirements around, you know, going short of stocks. So with all of that, let's get into the technical analysis to see where the price may be heading next. So straight into the weekly line chart. As we can see from the left there, from the end of 2019 all the way through to summertime of 2020, there's a real big pullback in the price, nearly 60%, and then things started to turn around, and we've seen a nice growth since then to today, and it's still pushing up through highs, and it's grown about 68% since then. And we can see all the volume over there on the right hand side in the volume profile chart, you know, all around this sort of price level between 8,000 and 14,000. Bit of a gap up then to the 16,000 area, which is above that 61.8% line. And you would hope, if you're bullish, that, you know, the, you know, up run, you know, gets rid of all that downside that we saw in 2020 and tries to get the price back to the 20,000 area. But it's been a more positive bullish run, and that coincides also with the success of, you know, the South African economy and stock market over the last few years. So with the recent up run, it's created for the bears out there some turning points, some entry points. Let's say if you're bearish, then if you're aggressive, 12,875 and then 12,375, you've the areas to get in at. That's using the 4-line break chart as a potential tool to find, like I say, bearish opportunities to the downside for you. So what's the daily Heikin-Ashi chart giving us? Well, signals at the bottom, both bullish, volume poking up above its longer term moving average, 22% per annum, and volume also trading above its longer term moving average, coinciding with the recent price rise. And we can see on to the price really been behaving itself between the 2 standard deviation regression bands, bouncing up and down between them. And in terms of the 2 pink line box breakout setup we got a buy signal in place, just trading above the mean of that 2 standard deviation regression band. So still some upside to come, but you notice it's getting towards the recent highs in that sort of 14,100, 14,150 and above area. But overall, a reasonably bullish picture there. So for the Renko chart for REMGRO, I've used an 80-point block size, and if we head down onto the signals, the DMI at the bottom, the trend indicator bullish, you know, a bit of weakness in the stochastic there, but it looks like it's turning in line with the block increase, so we give that bullish overall feel for the indicators. Price trading above its longer term moving average. We got a buy signal outside the 2-line pink box breakout setup, although that's just moved back within, and we'd look for a breakout above that 14,300 sort of area. Now in terms of targets to the upside, if we can break through these highs, 15,300, 15,900 in the shorter term. To the downside, back into that sort of crowded area between 13,600 and sort of 13,100, then we could be down below that to 12,400 and the 12,000 area. But at the moment, trends reasonably strong and it's looking reasonably bullish. So how could you trade REMGRO if you're bullish or even bearish for that matter? Well, as I mentioned earlier, REMGRO are part of my South African stocks portfolio to watch, and like I said, I've done a couple of videos already on that process and idea, and I'll put the links at the end of this video for you to follow if you want to learn more. But I'm using a broker called Trade Nation. It's a CFD spread betting broker, so that means pretty much anywhere in the world other than the US you can trade directly this stock. And the beauty of using CFDs and spread bets is that if you're bearish, then you can easily short the stock, and like I said, without that annoying borrowing requirements or admin that can be such a problem, then you can easily, like I say, access to both the up and downside REMGRO. And how do we find it? Well, we're on the left hand side, go to shares, South Africa, bring up the list of the South African stocks available, we scroll down and there it is, REMGRO. See the bid offer prices. You want to get a bit of information about the stock, it's in there. A chart, it's all there in order, and that's how you can get involved. Like I said, buy, sell, whatever your opinion is, but this will be part of my bigger South African stock portfolio. If you follow me in our free Discord channel, which also put a link in at the end of the description of this video, then you can follow that more in real time and talk over with other members and myself what's going on within that portfolio as a whole. So with that, you've seen how to trade it. We've got a bit about the stock analysis. Let's just summarize, let's say, REMGRO and give them our score rating. REMGRO comes in at a bullish score, top right for the bears amongst you. 2 entry points, aggressive, conservative, both Heikin-Ashi, Renko looking pretty bullish in the medium to shorter term. In terms of targets, upsize 2.63 and 4 to 1, and downsize 1.13 and 2.63 to 1. Like I said, overall looking pretty bullish in terms of the technical analysis. Please hit that subscribe, like and bell buttons to get further notification of content I'm going to be producing, and also let me know in those comments below where you think REMGRO might be heading next. Now, don't forget that I said about 2 videos that you might want to watch about South African stocks and South African stock portfolio that I'll be running in 2022, so you might just want to watch these 2 videos.